Hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar, Automate Your Document Generation and e-sign with Yeeflow. I'm Alex, and I'll be your host for today's session. Thank you for joining us. Today we're diving into how Yeeflow seamlessly integrates with top e-sign tools like Adobe Sign, DocuSign, and PandaDoc. With our built-in workflow actions, you can automate your document creation and e-signature processes, all without writing a single line of code. Here's what you can expect over the next 40 minutes. An overview of Yeeflow's e-sign integration functions and the benefits they bring. A detailed introduction to how to configure these integrations. A live demo where my colleague E will walk you through a real contract approval process, culminating in a completed e-sign using Adobe Sign. And of course, best practices to ensure smooth implementation. I'm excited to share this with you, and I'm confident you'll discover new ways to streamline your workflows. Now, to get started, I'm handing over the presentation to Renger, who will take you through the technical aspects of our integration actions and show you how to set everything up. Renger, the stage is yours.
All right, great. Yes, thanks, Alex. And hello, everyone. I'm Renger from Yeeflow team. In this part, I will walk you through how to access and configure our e-sign integration action with Yeeflow Workflow Designer. Those actions for the e-sign integration are available in both our approval form and the data list workflow. So with that, let's jump into our demo session today. Let me share my screen first. All right, great. Okay, so here is I log into the Yeeflow environment right now. So for today's session, we actually create a couple of the business scenario, which will be share some ideas about how to using the e-sign process in different of the business scenarios. Okay, so with that, if we start using the e-sign integration, so firstly, you can go to the designer. Let me jump into the designer first. Okay, so we are currently in the workflow designer. So for any of the integration with the e-sign, we have three options here right now. On the left bottom, you can see the under the integration section, we have the integration with most popular e-sign tools, which are Adobe Sign, DocuSign, and PandaDoc. So to use those actions, just drag and drop on your workflow designer. So let me drag each one here. Okay, so you can choose based on which e-sign tools you choose. You can decide to using which action. So maybe some organization, maybe you are currently using Adobe Sign, or maybe you are using DocuSign or PandaDoc right now. If you are already the customers for those tools, you can you can use your account to integrate with Yeeflow. If you are not, maybe with this webinar, we based on some of the case, you can say maybe some ideas which one would be better for you. Okay, so to configure those actions, the first step is to configure the connection. So if assuming that you already have the e-sign tools account already, so what you need to do is you can just go to each of the settings here. Let's say for Adobe Sign, you need we are integrating with the API key. So ensure you get the key information here to put this here. For DocuSign and PandaDoc, if you already have the account for DocuSign, maybe you can log in with your account which have the permission. And for PandaDoc, it also needs to have the API key for the API core. All right. So for the configuration of each tool, and there are the difference of each of the tool. I'd like to hand over to my colleague Yi, who will walk you through the specific on the visual slides to introduce the difference. Yi, please take it away. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Can you see my screen now? Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay.
Very well.
Okay, good. So in this webinar, our topic is automate a sign process with Yeeflow, and we currently support top three, like the e-sign toy. The first is Adobe Sign and DocuSign and PandaDoc. So for the Adobe Sign, if you need to use Adobe Sign, you need to have the enterprise level plan, but you can try it free. And they have some of the limitation. I place 3 here as most people may concern about like the size, the file size, and the total page limit, and also one transaction could not exceed 25%. How to use Adobe Sign in Yeeflow? The first step, if you want to try it out, you need to sign up for a developer account. And this is the sign up page. And one thing needed to be noticed is that the email should not previously be used on the Adobe Sign platform, which means that you need to use a brand new email that never used the Adobe for the developer account. Okay. And
okay, so hold on a second. I saw, I saw Mandy had the message here in the comments say he can maybe cannot see the shared screen. What about others? Because I can see the screen well. What about other maybe attendees? Would anyone tell me if you can see the screen? Just want to make sure. Okay. Great. Yeah, let me know. Maybe you can try join again, or maybe say check.
Switch the view.
Maybe Mandy. Maybe try again. Yeah. Let me know if you still cannot. Let me see if there are any other issues. All right. Yeah. So maybe continue.
Okay, sure. Okay, so so first we need to get the developer account, and then you can see from the picture here, you need to find the account, and under the personal preference, there are access token. Where on the right with the plus, you can add like which permission you want to give to that token. So once you establish the token, you can like copy paste to the here, where is the Adobe Sign action look like in our in our system. And the next I wanted to talk together is DocuSign and PandaDoc. They both need to add connection in the admin center, where you can like navigate to your environment. And if you are the system admin, you can see a guide like icon located at top right. And click that icon, you can go to the admin center, where under the integration section, you can see the connection here. And also you can add a new connection. And for the PandaDoc, they also have some limitation. And also, if you want to use it in product environment, you need to like have the enterprise level plan. Okay, so let me go again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the first.
As I remember, for PandaDoc, I talked with those guys before. Maybe I remember yesterday we had a meeting. So for PandaDoc, if you want to use the API here, you need to have the enterprise subscription, which can actually the API core is based on how many maybe the timing for the sign of the documents. So maybe 100 signed document for amount of the price. But the benefit is if you have the integration, maybe you do not need to buy lots of the accounts, the user seats, right? So I think it's still a good choice. Okay, yeah.
Is the price is by the API calls, like how many APIs you called. And after you log to the PandaDoc account, this is what it look like. In first step, you need to find the dev center, and if you cannot find it in the here, you can add on and to find the webbook. And once you install the webbook, the dev center will be show up here. And so the step is to find the configuration. And you can see from the center, they have the two keys. One is sandbox, which refer to our system is demo environment. And the production key is server to production. And here, from here, you can see this is a PandaDoc connection page, and you can copy paste the API key where you use the sandbox or the production. And then you can, from the PandaDoc action, you can see the select connection part. You can select the connection you just add to Yeeflow. And next is the DocuSign. For the DocuSign, all the developer plans are support because we are using the authentication. So you don't need to have another plan, but we are used off to connect. It's kind of different between the PandaDoc and the DocuSign, and they also have some the limitation here, each file size is up to 25 megabytes, and the maximum is 2000 page, which is more than the other two. And also they have the hourly API call limit of 3000 calls per hour. Okay, so here you can select you use the production or demo environment, which different between them is one is only for demo. It will show for demo use when you get the sign email, and for production it will not have that. Okay, so after you select the which type of account you add, they will jump out to a pop-up window, which you need to log in with the account. And then, same as the PandaDoc, they will show up here. You can select the connection which you want to use for DocuSign. Yeah, let's get back to Ranger.
Okay, great. Thanks, Yi. Let me switch back to my share screen. Okay. Yeah. All right. So with that, for this session, we'd like to not only introduce about the function, but also maybe we created some of the scenario. Okay. So that we can go through. So, but before that, let's recap the information for using the actions here. So firstly, for Adobe Sign, for DocuSign and PandaDoc, you need to create the connection. So for the, Adobe Sign, you need to have the key put here. But for DocuSign and PandaDoc, you need to have the connection created first. So let me show you in live about the place. So if you go to the admin center and go to integration, and you can find this connection function here. Okay, so the connection feature is actually a new feature which we just bring, let's say, within two months. Okay, so we want to have the centralized management for the integration accounts. So basically, the system admin can create the connection and share this connection to, the front end for application builders to use. Okay, so for example, if you create a new connection, you can say we have a different type of the accounts. Okay, for PandaDoc and DocuSign, you just put your certification here, and once the connection being created, the user who are building the application can using those connection from, let's say, for example, I have a connection for DocuSign. So if I drag this action here from the select, you can say the select connection. Okay, this one here. So you can just click the drop down. It will show all the available connections which have already been created. So you just select this one. It's including all the accounts information, but the user do not need to know what's the detail. Okay, for the PandaDoc, it's the same way. So you go to select the connection, the drop down, and you select one of the accounts. Because I have two already there, so we have two options here too. All right, so this is the basic, and then after you select the connection, and then you can there are multiple options here. So firstly, sorry, for Adobe Sign, it's only for sign a local file. If you have a local file, you can send to Adobe Sign for sign. But for DocuSign and the PandaDoc, those two, they are also providing some templates, okay, features, which you can also create a document with templates. So we have two options here. So the document source, you can either using a local file, which is actually generated in Yeeflow, or you can select create from template, where you can select a template which is in PandaDoc or DocuSign, and using those templates inside there and generate documents. So there are two options. So for the rest of the demo, we will introduce both. Okay, so first, let's say the most common feature. Let's say if we want to create a document inside Yeeflow and then pass to PandaDoc or DocuSign or Adobe Sign to sign automatically. So with that, let's jump to our first demo here. So let me close my window. Okay, give me a second. Okay, the first one is one of the scenario, let's say for the sales, okay, sales team. Maybe for most of the, let's say the case is they create the quotation to the customer. Okay, if the customer needs, let's say I want a quotation, okay, maybe sometime maybe it's offline efforts, but some issues are, let's say maybe mistakes, make some mistakes or different formats. So what you can use is, let's say we have a data list here, so which can be used for the sales team. For example, if you want to create a quotation to a customer, you can just click a new item here. Then you can put the customer name and address, and also city, country, and all the customer related information. Also, you can put, let's say, the product information, let's say product name, description, and unit price, and so on. Also, you can choose which currency type, and for the total amount, it will calculate automatically. Maybe you can include some discounts or tax as well. All right, so let me say we have this one. Let me check if I do. Yeah, for example, this one, we have a customer, and with the rest of the information, there are two line of items: sales, software license, cloud storage, and with the pricing here, and also with currency in the US dollar, and we have a tax and the discounts. All right, so with that, this one, what you can do is, okay, we can use the let's say this one. We can use either Adobe Sign or DocuSign or PandaDoc to do the sign. Normally it's just one for one organization, but for the demo we just have different. Let's say, for example, if I choose maybe PandaDoc, okay, then I change the status to send, which means all the information is correct. I want to generate a quotation and send it to the, let's say, our customer. So here we have, let's say, let's say, yeah, this one. I put my email address here, and then if I click OK, all right, give me a second. All right. So basically what it do is we have a workflow behind. So it will do two things. Firstly, we have the document template. So it will create a document with a template quotation. Then it will send it to PandaDoc for a sign. Let me check my mailbox here. Not this one. It's still waiting. Let me check. This one. Okay. Check again. Yeah, we have workflow, which is in process. So we set E as the seller and my email here. So I'm actually the buyer. So give it a second to have a look about that. So the workflow is actually here. Let me see if I do have. So basically, once it's been submitted, we will trigger a workflow to go each one. Let's say maybe PandaDoc, and it will go to the PandaDoc. So first we have the generate document action. So it will, based on the quotation fields on the form, generate a document, and then pass to PandaDoc for a sign. Let me check again here. All right, so we do have this one, and let me open. Yeah, a little bit slow for my network connections. Okay, yeah, give it a second. Yeah, so this is the file. It's actually generated based on the company information. So this is the seller information, which is pre-built for the template. And this one is for the customer information, which is coming from the quotation form. All right. So then if we say it's okay, you can start, let's say sign, and this is my place. So I can just have my signature here and click. Okay. And click finish. Yeah, finish. So my role customer. Okay, so assuming that the customer receiving the email and open the quotation and say well and sign the document. Okay, then after that, let's jump in here. Okay, let's do a refresh again. Let me have a check. Oh, no, not this one. Try again. Let me show maybe this one here. Okay, so once the document be signed, it will actually get back the copy of the signed document, and we can attach it here. So if you say, you can open the signed document from inside in Yeeflow, okay, if needed as well. All right. So this is how it's used. So basically, there's two steps. Firstly, you generate documents and then sending to the eSign tool. So the same way, if you are using DocuSign, you will have the DocuSign sign here. Okay, if you have any questions during this session, just put your comments here. Okay, let me know if you have. We will answer the question after the demo. But yeah, you are free to leave the comments here. Okay, and yeah. So basically, there are two steps, and the first step is you need to have let's say you create a template for the document. Okay. It's okay. So for example, we have created 3 word templates. Each one have the placeholder inside in the document, which will help the system to know which place each signer will sign. Okay, those the signature, the control. Okay, so with that, maybe I can hand over to Yi to give us a little bit introduction about how do we include the signature features into the document templates. Okay, hi Yi.
Hi. Okay, sure. So like the reason why we have 3 templates is because they all use different the alt tag. So in order to like show them, may I share screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. And this is the one for the PandaDoc. And from here, we can see they have like the S stand for sign, and Clint stand for the.
Can you enlarge the screen? Can you enlarge the screen a little bit?
Okay, sure. Oh, it's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be good. Okay.
It's okay.
So yeah.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah, so this is for the PandaDoc, where the system, the PandaDoc can locate it, the signature place, and they all of the 3 for 3 sign tool like the Adobe Sign, PandaDoc, and DocuSign, they all have like the different style for the alt tag, and this one is for the PandaDoc, which S stand for signature, and Clint stand for the row, and the F1 is signature. And you can, if you need like more signature, you can place like S2 and S3, etc. And next, let me change to the next. Just give me a second.
Okay, so what you need to do is once a document, you just put some of the we call hashtag or placeholder with the predefined format. Okay, then this will tell which place it will be used for sign. Okay, so then after the document being generated, we do not need to care about if it's a correct place, if it's the right person, and so on. So, yeah. So this is for DocuSign.
Yeah, and DocuSign is kind of different. It's like you can decide which word you want to use as an alt tag, and we can see later in the action panel here, they have like extend parameter. In that place, you can define which word or which place you want to use for which purpose. Sign here, I defined it as the signature, where the signature should be. And also one thing needed to be noticed here is DocuSign hashtag needed to be set as a similar color to the background. Because if you not do that, the signature will be like laid out in that text. So to avoid that situation, maybe you can just set it as a white for this template, and maybe for others you can select if the background color
same
is
background with the background color. Yeah.
And so let me change to the next. The Adobe Sign here.
Okay.
Can you see my screen? Okay, good. So
yeah,
for Adobe Sign, they are using they have the rule for the sign hashtag, which you can find on their website. This is stand for like the e-sign, signer 1, and signature. This is also stand for the rule. You maybe need a signer 1 will sign here, and maybe you have another place you need to sign, and a different person you will do like that. the signer too. And it will be the next person. Yeah. Another one thing I need to mention. I want to mention here is that if you use hashtag in the Adobe Sign in Yeeflow, the sign order will be the receipt you placed in the action. Yeah, it will follow the order.
Okay. So my experience is I tested different of the signature placeholder, and the most easy one is Adobe Sign, right? Because it's a fix for what the place and expression. So, but for DocuSign and the PandaDoc, you need to define the keywords and you do the mapping from the configuration for that way. And with this, the placeholder is not only for maybe at the end of the document, but you can put that at any place. Even if you maybe have two places for maybe the signer to sign, you can put in those two places in one document. Okay.
And also we have the all the settings support article in our Yeeflow support website. So if anyone want to look at how to do that, you can search for the information. And also we will send some the art tag later on after this webinar. Yeah.
Okay. Great. I saw questions from the Q&A session as well. I will answer the question later on. Okay, great. Thanks for Randy. Okay, great. Let me share my screen back. Let's jump into the demo game and make it quicker because I want to have more case to share. All right. So basically, let's say for the sales quotation, let's say this one inside. Okay, just very quick. So it's actually a list workflow here. Okay, so here's the workflow designer here. So basically, here, let's say if you have the template over there, let's say if you have a placeholder for PandaDoc, you need to have the configuration for extended parameters. So here is how we configure. So this is the role, which is maybe recipient, and which is a client and sign order one. If you want, maybe if you have two or three people to need to sign the documents, you can put each one here, and each one maybe have a different role. This is a client. This is maybe our company. This is maybe partner, and the signing order equal to one means this is the first one to sign. But if you say I want those three person to sign in parallel, you can just put each row with all the users signing order to one. Okay, the same number. That'll be fine. Also, you can having this is the row and also the email. So this is the most simple. So the mapping the row and the email address. So if you have two, you just have it in the same format. I think we do have the how to configure those fields, the usage. Maybe you can find from our supporting documents, right? We do have those information here in the supporting.yeeflow.com. Yeah, just check it out. And also for the DocuSign, this one is, let's say we have the sign here. So putting, this is the keywords. So if you remember the sign here, it will be as let's say the place where put the signers the control. Okay, so this is how to use. But for Adobe Sign, if you have the same format, you do not need to configure any other parameters. They will find the right place because they know which is a signer E or signer sender 1 or sender 2. Okay, great. So this is one demo, and let's jump to another one. I have 2 more demos to show you guys here. So first day, for another one, which is the CC for the contract sales agreement. For example, here it's a very simple one. We have the form with the seller and the buyer and the agreement information. So for this one, we'd like to use the template from PandaDoc. Let's say here, okay. Okay, so here, if you can see, this is a PandaDoc, and from the left the navigation bar, you can see they have the template feature. One of the features that I like for the PandaDoc is they already provide a lot of different, very nice templates here, where you can use. Okay, you can use a template and you can design your own templates. So for example, I have this one, the business sales agreement, this one. Okay, I think I've already opened this one. Oh no, this one. Okay, yeah, business sales agreement template. Okay, so this is a template, and you can use the template to create a document. This is how you use inside PandaDoc. But you need to have the account. Each one user, if they want to create, they need to have the account, user accounts. All right. So here you can put some of the variables. Let's say the buyer first name, last name, seller's first last name, and the company, and also other kind of the information inside. All right. And at the end, let's say you have 2 places for sign. This is a seller, this is a buyer. All right. So what we can do from Yeeflow, we can actually choose the templates which inside in DocuSign or PandaDoc, and to generate documents. So you do not need to have the generate document action if you already have the templates inside in PandaDoc, which you want to leverage. All right. So this one. All right, so this is a very simple workflow. So from here, what you can do is let's check about the configuration. So we are using the PandaDoc account for the connection, and the document source we select to create from a template. So this template is from the PandaDoc. All right, and we choose the business sales agreement templates here. Okay, if you click, you can see all the available templates inside in your account. And then what you can do is quite very easy to do the mapping. Just select the settings, set variable settings, and go to the content. As you can see, all the placeholder inside in the templates for the PandaDoc will be listed from the first column, similar like the generate document action. All right. And what you need to do is just mapping the information from our form to the variables inside in the PandaDoc template. All right, so, and just click save. And then you can save the document, save to, you can select which, after the document being created, we can save the document to a PandaDoc folders. All right, so for example, we have right now, let me jump here, documents. Okay, you can see we have different folders. For example, I have for the sales agreement, we create a sales agreement folder. And for partners, maybe create for the partners. All right. So we select the sales agreement folder, and with the naming, you can customize the name of the documents, and then the recipient, okay, which person will receive this email, and once the document is signed, you can save the signed document back to your form. Okay, let's run this demo here to show how it works. So to save the time to fill in each of the fields, I have the button from the bottom right, if you can see, which we leverage AI. I just using AI to help me to generate some data. So if I click generate some more data, give me a second. It will ask for the AI, the ChatGPT, to create some demo, the seller and the buyer, and also the total amount, price, save a lot of time for demonstration, just maybe. Okay, let's click save. Okay, I maybe need to submit another one because I did not change the email. Okay, this email, let me try again. Okay, so yeah, Alice is good. Okay, so here we have emails. So what you need to do is have the correct emails. For demonstration, I put my email address. Otherwise, I cannot see the signed documents here. So let me put my email address here. And for the buyer, let me say I put maybe E as the buyer. Okay, and for the rest, leave it a blank as it is, just a submit. Oh, okay. So what it do is it will using the information to create PandaDoc documents, and let me see. Yeah, it's in the progress. The first one is error because it's not right that way. Okay, let me check. Okay, yeah. So I got a new business sales agreement. And let me jump back here. Let's refresh this one. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you can say Alice is my name, okay, and Bob Smith, and all the company name are filled in as well. And let's say also the address, seller address and buyer address, automatically fill in. And what the signer needs to do is just check the information. If it's all right, just sign at the right place. For this one, I'm the buyer, the seller. Yeah, I'm seller here. Okay, just sign my name and put the date to today and click finish. Okay, another one is actually sent to E. Yeah, E, can you also maybe check if you save the signer, the email from the PanDoc, and maybe kindly sign those documents. All right. Okay, great. Yeah, let me check. So after being signed, let's check this one. Okay, there's two things. Firstly, it will create a new document inside in a sales agreement, and it will track the signed status as well. Let me refresh as well. So 2 minutes, so should be this one. Okay, and also what we can do is we can refresh this here. Okay, so you can see from the PanDoc, this is already being signed by E and myself. Okay, it's completed. And from our form, you can say the signed document shows here with the same copy. You can get in the signed copy. This one. Yeah, this is my name. This is E. Okay, all looks good. Okay, great. Yeah, this one's good. All right. So the last one, the last demo, I know it's timing rush, but I'd like to show you is about the partner. We have the partner data list. Assuming that you have some partners you want, maybe having a function to allow potential customer to apply to be a partner for your company. So with that, we have this data list. We are leveraging for let's say we are using the public form here to share. Let me say this one. Okay. Yeah, this is a public form which allow anyone to apply to become a partner. Okay, And once you have the form, you can share or you can embed. You can use an embed form on your website to embed to your website. Maybe, for example, this one is a website you have, and you can just paste the embed code to your form. So here it is. So this form is actually created by Yeeflow public form feature. Okay, what you need to do is you can just put the information here, maybe partner, okay, and the website abc.com, and then maybe 100, and the place maybe Malaysia, and they can submit any of the information. I leave them not required, but so they can fill in the form from your website. And from here, let's say maybe John Smith, and this is the number. Let's say, let's put here, and I can put my email address here and submit the form. Okay, once the form is submitted, okay, give me a second. Yeah, thanks for your submission. So it's been submitted. Then if we go back to our website, our Yeeflow application, sorry. And let's say, yeah, this one, the last one. Let me check. Yeah, here is all the information I just fill in from the website, right? Okay, so I also configured a list to integrate with PandaDoc for a partner's sign agreement. So what you can do, you can check if the information is correct, or maybe you can fill in some other additional information. And if you feel looks good, you can just, maybe have a button to sign, maybe, or call sign the agreement. Or what I do is just using the status to change to signing, and then click OK. It will trigger a workflow to generate a partner agreement inside in the PandaDoc, and then share that to the receivers to complete the sign signature, the sign as the the certified partners. So this will be much more easier. So you do not need to jump back to different tools. All right. So this is another scenario for the PandaDoc. They're the same way for the DocuSign. So if for DocuSign, it also have some of the feature you can define your template inside in DocuSign, and you can drag any of the placeholder or controls or variables inside in DocuSign as well. And then you can using the same way to generate documents with a template and send out for the e-sign process. All right. So, but consider we have the timing consideration. So, for that part, maybe you can check out for our supporting documents about how to create a DocuSign templates. All right. So, so that's about how do we using Yeeflow for the e-sign. Previously, maybe you need to hire a developer to do some of the integration efforts. But right for now, inside in Yeeflow, with you have different features because we have generate document action, we have the integration with the e-sign, and also you can having the Word to PDF and the watermark, all those actions you can leverage. So if you have such kind of, let's say, document automation, especially for e-sign required, you can use in Yeeflow to do all the things with no code. All right. So that's it. To recap, that we demonstrate how to configure those integration features, and we prepare some of the demo to show how to create and using the e-sign tool with a local file or leveraging the template from PandaDoc and DocuSign. Okay, I hope that you found this session helpful. With that, let's say I like to, having the maybe couple minutes to have, if you have any questions, just type your questions in the chat and we will address those from the here. Let me see. Okay, so let me first from the Q&A session here. So ready? Say is necessary to add create document for each e-signature workflow, or does one action take the routine responsibility? It depends. So if all the document templates are the same, if you have the same template, and I think you just need to have one, okay? But if you have different templates, because for the Word template, you cannot have the logic say which part maybe hide or show based on the logic. So it's really depends. For example, we have the reason that we have 3 Word templates for this demonstration is because they require different placeholder for PandaDoc or DocuSign or Adobe Sign. But in real case, maybe you only need to have one because you only maybe just using one design tool. So it's really if you choose which design tool you use, just you can only have you just need to have one template to do. Okay. All right. So and yeah, another one question. Not sure if there's such requirement in what if one document involving sign from different region, sign from Japan, sign from Taiwan is different. Provide is such configuration possible to generate? Yeah, absolutely. So the question is if we have maybe different regions, maybe different user, maybe from Thailand and Japan, if we have one workflow, can we choose to maybe for Japan team, they're using maybe PandaDoc. For Thailand team, maybe they're using DocuSign. Can we have different, let's say, have different e-sign provider? Yes, absolutely. So they can design your workflow because we support 3 of them. So you can, for each of the workflow or each of the application, for each region, they can choose a different e-sign tool. All right. Okay. Okay. And regarding the function to move the generated document to a specific folder, is the folder auto-populated based on the name from the provider? The folder will auto-populated. Yes, sure. So if you have all the folders, you can just they will shows on the drop down. Okay, you just need to click to select which one. All right. Can the data be auto-populated based on signed date? So that do not. Yes. So the question is for the date of the sign. Can we maybe do not need the user to select the date? Maybe just based on the sign date. That's right. So you just need to, this is just a demo, but you can replace the data picker control to just show the sign date. Okay, the variable, which will be generated. And yeah. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, another question from, let me check about the chat. Okay. Yeah, Kang. Yeah, thanks for your question. Do we need to subscribe all those software that, or is it free to use Yeeflow? Okay. So as I mentioned, that if you can, yeah, it's your choice to pick which one to use on your in your organization. So for Yeeflow, we have those 3 options because we saw those are the most popular e-sign tools. So for example, if for your organization, if you are using DocuSign or if you are using PandaDoc, you can just yeah, you just need to pay for that subscription for those providers. You do not need to. We do not need, have extra charge for this feature. But you really need to say which one is good for your organization. Okay. Okay, so if you want to buy, just maybe can contact with Pigwin and contact with those tools providers. All right. Okay, another one is how to integrate Yeeflow eSign with existing document storage CRM. Okay, so if you have maybe the ERP system or finance system, if you want to do the integration, once the document be signed, you can using the API from Yeeflow or maybe using Zapier or Power Automate to send the signed document to the system integratedly. So there are different ways you can maybe develop a program code, or you can using the integration tool and the API and also different options, right? Okay, that's one, how to handle multiple step approval with multiple e-sign in different departments. Okay, so for the workflow designer inside in Yeeflow, you can definitely support for multiple step approvals. Okay, and mostly the e-sign step is happened after the workflow has been approved. Okay, great. Okay, all right. So any other questions? Okay, great. So with that, let's say, okay, let me check. Yeah. Okay, with that, let's say thanks for all you about taking the time to attending this webinar, and thanks for your question. And it's very helpful for getting the feedback from all of you. And if you would like to learn more or schedule the personal demos, feel free to reach out to our team. And it's we can schedule a different personal demo if needed. Just contact with us. All right. Okay. Thank you for your time. And we are ending this webinar now. And hope everyone have a great day.
Bye.